everyone, Van here with another cycling video. Being springtime, so the cross dock will now have installments of the crit dock. In this video, I'll show you how not to ride the closing laps of a criterium race. We have 3 laps to go in this 45-minute crit, which happens to be stage 2 for the Tour de Murrieta. The pace has been a little surgy at times, but with no breaks up the road, the bunch is all together. I'm trying to stay sheltered, but somewhat towards the front. As we approach the second to last corner of the lap, my teammates are moving up on the left, setting themselves up on the inside line, a line which I would have been wise to pay attention to a little bit later. As I said earlier, this is a video of how not to ride a criterium. As we approach the line with 2 laps to go, I find myself way too far back. There's only like 4 minutes left in the race, and I'm fighting for position somewhere in the top 30 riders. As the race is winding down, it gets harder and harder to hold position the further back you are. It's actually a lot smoother to be in the top 10 versus the top 30. Notice I didn't say it's easier, but it is smoother. Another important criterium skill is defending and holding your position. There's no such thing as staying in one static spot during a crit. If you're not moving up, you're moving back. It's important to learn how to get around riders safely, but also maneuver in front of people as well. This endo concept rider gets his handlebars past mine and is able to get in front of me. I get a little frustrated, but it is a nice move on his part. Where I screw up is that not only do I let him get in front of me, I also allow 2 or 3 more riders to slip in front. At this stage in the game, I should be defending my spot, not slipping further and further back. I realize my mistake, and so I try scurrying up the right-hand side to make up ground and move up. These little efforts burn matches. If I had held better position to begin with, I wouldn't have had to expend the energy to move up. Besides holding position, another really obvious but really important skill is cornering. Cornering is all about line choice, body position, and preserving momentum. All things that I could have improved on in these corners. As we approach the bell lap, I try going up the left side of the group. This keeps me sheltered from the wind and would have set me up for the inside line through the next corner. But I'm getting pretty tired and my mind just isn't working right. I lose focus for a bit and I drift to the right just a little. If you watch the riders passing me on the left, they gain a ton of spots in just one corner. It also doesn't help that I happen to be following a rider that has just pulled off from his effort. Wah, wah. So again, I find myself slipping in position and too far back. At this point, I have to find some mental fortitude to keep up the pace. I know my teammates are behind me, and we're trying to set up our GC rider, who at the time was sitting in 8th overall. I tell myself that I need to ride hard, so I can at least help them. Everyone is trying to set up for the last 2 corners, since they come in quick succession. They are both left-hand turns, so I know I should be towards the left to take the inside line. and again, I lose a little focus and start drifting to the right. At this point, any touch of the brakes, any hesitation, and 5 riders get in front of me. I try to get back to the inside, and just then, the rider in front of me fishtails. At 30 miles an hour, on tires an inch wide, and wearing nothing but spandex, I thought I was going down. He keeps it upright, but again, by being too far back and taking the outside line to the corner, I find myself in the unenviable position of hitting that final corner somewhere in the top 20-ish riders. Definitely not where I wanted to be. I knew the finishing straight was long, and with the wind coming from the right, I tried to surf wheels until I could open it up a little. I wasn't trying to do a full-on sprint for top 15, but at least I could salvage some points and prevent some competitors from taking points as well. I finished the day 16th place out of 63 riders. This was my second full field crit of the year, and I realized I have a lot of work to do. Thanks for watching the Crit Doc, and I hope to see you out at the races.